Balls in. In this video I show you why you should build on stone and wheat, or ore and grain, whatever you call it. Now I am being very Captain Obvious in this video, but I just need to showcase it because I like to be unorthodox. I like to try to win with limiting myself or winning in quirky ways. So it's like, oh, I can totally win without building on stone or wheat at all. Just sheep, wood, and brick. That's it. And for the icing on the cake, I was like, oh, these hexes that I'm building on, they're near some good ports, right? Wrong. They are near a stone port and a wheat port, the very two resources I didn't build on. It's so great. It's just perfect. And it gets even better because I get like a false hope of winning when I take longest road a little bit later in the game, but then red just walks away with the win. Like it was inevitable. It was going to happen either way. So I might as well just have a good time and throw some funny comments down in the game chat. Let people know that I got a channel. You know, you always gotta do a little promoting, see what happens. Maybe scrape a couple views up, you know, do what you can. And this game, it was just fun. It was basic Catan, you know, no cities and nights, no seafarers. Just a nice, fun, simple, basic game. But of course, I put my little spin on it. I do love taking longest road, which I do, of course. The 11 was pretty hot for me. Now, I only had a settlement on the 11, so I was only getting one wood, but it was not, obviously the 11s aren't as hot as like a 6 or an 8 or a 9 or a 5, but the 11, it was rolled enough to where it was like, oh, okay, that's nice. But then Monopoly, this man, yellow orange, I can't even read his name. Yeah, Mador. This man just swiping all our brick. I should have traded in that brick. And yeah, I make a comment to the game chat, but it's like, dude, we're trying to make moves out here, and I mean, that's fine. I would have done the same thing in his position, but he's making power moves, just taking all our brick. I had 7 brick. This man is rolling in the brick. And was he on a brick port? I'm not quite sure. We're going to find out in a second here. No, more chatting. No, he wasn't. No one was on the brick port up in the top left on that 5 wheat. But man, that crushed me because I was going to build roads out the wazoo. I was going to trade in for that wheat that I don't have so I can get that settlement. And I actually get that trade. All red wanted was a single wood, and he was given a wheat and a stone. So I was like, oh hell yeah, of course, I'm taking that, no problem. But I help him get a settlement, which I always hate doing. Like, it's such a hot trade, so you know that they're about to build something, but the trade is so good that you just have to take it anyways because it's gonna advance you that much farther. Because I don't have a 3-for-1 port, so I'm forced to trade 4 brick or 4 sheep or 4 wood in for a stone or a wheat. So by him giving me a stone and wheat for just a single wood, that like rockets me ahead to trying to get a city. And Mador again, he's got Monopoly earlier, now he's getting the road building. He puts his first road up there around that 3-for-1 port and the 2 stone, but then he puts his second road down here near the bottom of your screen, like going towards me. So I couldn't really figure that one out, you know, other than he wanted to kind of limit me in branching out my eventual longest road. But it's like, dude, I don't know, like maybe down near the bottom instead put that road pointing towards the sheep port on the 11 wheat, and then eventually you build one more to the next leg of the sheep port, and then you can have a settlement placement. But to each their own. If you want to come to my territory, that's fine. You won't be getting far because I already got my settlement down that stone port with a 3 wood and 8 brick. So he can touch my settlement, but that's about it. Once the settlement is on the board, it is permanent. There is no getting rid of it. And what else we got going on? Oh yeah, Red gets us another city. He has 3 cities now. and I'm getting shut down. You'll see here later. Someone's gonna play a knight and shut me down, even though I'm 3 points behind red, which I think is pretty funny, because usually I always try to shut down the player who has the most victory points, or the second option is to shut down the player who's been shutting me down the most. So it's just the competitive spirit. And there you see I get shut down. Man, Mandor has got the knights. He's buying development cards, so it makes sense. But later in the game, you're gonna see he gets a second road building. It's like, who draws 2 road buildings in a single game? Like, that's crazy. That's so lucky. Like, I don't think I've ever done that. Maybe once in like a real in-person face-to-face game of Catan with the physical board game. But on Catan Universe, no way. But I don't care how many longest road cards he draws. I'm taking longest road because I set myself up for it. And yeah, there's his second road building. But all I had to do was place the road down right above my settlement on the 8 brick, 4 wood, 10 sheep. And I was gonna see if red was gonna try to swoop in there and cut me off just to prevent me, but I knew that he knew that he didn't have to worry about that, because he already has 3 cities, 2 settlements. Like, he probably has a victory point in reserve. He puts down 1 more city, he's won the game, because we're going to 10 points here. That's just basic Catan, 10 points, and we're not playing Harbor Master. And there you go, he gets the win. And that just goes to show you, build on stone and wheat. It pretty much works every time. But if you want to be unorthodox like me, try a few different strategies. Look at the challenges on my Catan playlist on my channel. But with that said, thanks for watching, and balls out.